My child, there is a quiet moment unfolding right now that is not a coincidence. Before you even found this message, a thought of you crossed someone's heart like a soft wave at midnight. It was not loud. It was not dramatic. But it was real. And it carried your name with unexpected warmth. Don't skip this part, because what I'm about to share is gentle, yet deeply significant. There is someone connected to your heart, not by noise, not by pressure, but by memory and feeling. They paused today. In the middle of their routine. In the middle of their distractions. And for a few still seconds, everything became still because you came to their mind. It surprised them. They did not plan it. They did not force it. The thought of you simply appeared, like a quiet light turning on in a room they thought was empty. And this is where the message becomes even more meaningful. Archangel Michael brings a reminder, not of urgency, not of fear, but of awareness. Hearts do not reconnect by accident. When someone feels you in silence, when your presence reaches them without words, it means something within the unseen space between you is still alive. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, not in a dramatic way, but in a deeply personal way. The connection you share with this person has not faded the way you may have believed. It has transformed. It has softened. It has matured beyond noise and ego. And right now, they are reflecting. They are remembering the tone of your voice. They are remembering how safe your energy felt. They are remembering a version of themselves that only appeared when you were near. This is not about fantasy. This is not about chasing. This is about alignment. When two hearts are quietly thinking of each other within the same season of life, something subtle begins to shift. It may not show instantly. It may not look dramatic from the outside. But internally, walls soften. Clarity increases. Understanding deepens. You may have felt a sudden calm recently. You may have felt a random memory surface. You may have sensed a gentle pull that you could not explain. That was not random. There is an invisible thread of reflection happening on both sides. And here is the surprising truth: they are questioning their own silence. They are wondering why they stepped back. They are reevaluating what truly mattered. This is not about instant reunion. It is about realization. In this very moment, as you are listening, the emotional distance between you is not as wide as it once was. Something is shifting. And this is only the beginning of what is about to unfold. My child, there is a reason your heart feels unusually aware right now. While you were trying to move forward, trying to stay strong, something gentle was happening behind the scenes. The person connected to your heart is not just remembering you anymore, they are feeling you. And this is where it becomes extraordinary. At a time when they least expected it, your presence surfaced again, not as pain, not as regret, but as clarity. They began to see the connection differently. What once felt confusing now feels meaningful. What once felt distant now feels unfinished. Don't skip this moment, because what is unfolding is rare. They are realizing that what they shared with you was not ordinary. It was not temporary comfort. It was not convenience. It was alignment. And alignment has a way of returning to awareness when the timing becomes right. Archangel Michael's gentle message is not about rushing. It is about recognition. There is a shift happening inside them, a soft awakening. They are questioning their own choices. They are noticing how no one else quite matches the calm they felt with you. They are beginning to understand that the peace they once had was not accidental. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, not loud, not dramatic, but deeply transformative. This connection is moving from memory to intention. They are no longer just thinking about you in passing. They are imagining what it would feel like to speak again. To clear the air. To stand in honesty instead of silence. And here is the once-in-a-lifetime realization. Sometimes, two hearts must grow separately before they can recognize their true value together. The distance was not punishment. The silence was not rejection. It was preparation. Right now, as you are listening, they are stepping into emotional maturity. They are seeing you not through old misunderstandings, but through new understanding. The energy between you is shifting from uncertainty to awareness. And this shift is powerful. Because when someone begins to recognize your worth without being reminded, that is when everything changes. Something meaningful is aligning. And this is only the next layer of what is about to unfold. My child, tonight carries a silence that is not empty, it is full of unspoken emotion. There is a moment approaching when everything you thought was over will begin to feel possible again. Not because of fantasy. Not because of wishful thinking. But because realization is taking root in the heart that once hesitated. They are no longer just remembering you. They are comparing. They are noticing how your absence created a space no one else could fill. The conversations they have now feel different. The laughter feels lighter. The connection feels incomplete. And quietly, without announcing it to anyone, they are admitting something to themselves. You were different. Don't skip this part, because this is where the energy turns. Archangel Michael shares this gentle truth: when someone begins to miss your presence in a peaceful way, without pride, without resistance, it means growth has taken place. It means their heart is opening instead of protecting. And here is the surprising revelation: they are replaying a specific memory of you. A small moment. A look. A sentence you once said. It keeps returning to them at the most unexpected times. That memory is becoming a doorway. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, not in the form of noise, but in the form of courage. They are slowly gathering the courage to face what they feel. This is not impulsive emotion. This is not confusion. This is awareness rising after reflection. They are beginning to understand that timing matters. That growth matters. That alignment matters. And for the first time, they are not thinking about what went wrong. They are thinking about what could still be right. And as this realization deepens, something within you may begin to feel lighter. You might sense a calm where there was once tension. You might feel a quiet confidence instead of doubt. That is not coincidence. When two hearts begin to align in understanding at the same time, the atmosphere between them changes, even before a single word is spoken. Something meaningful is drawing closer. And the next shift will not be silent. My child, there is a turning point unfolding so quietly that most people would miss it, but you were meant to feel it. Right now, something is shifting from thought to intention. The person connected to your heart is no longer standing at the edge of memory. They are stepping closer to truth. The reflection they once avoided is becoming unavoidable. The emotions they tried to organize are beginning to speak clearly. And this is where everything becomes powerful. They are starting to understand that losing your presence was not strength. It was protection. And protection no longer feels necessary. Don't skip this moment, because what is happening inside them is rare. There is a calm honesty growing within their heart. They are asking themselves deeper questions. Why did this connection feel so different? Why does your name still carry warmth instead of closure? Why does the thought of reaching out now feel less frightening and more natural? Archangel Michael shares this gentle message: when someone moves from pride to peace, from hesitation to humility, that is when real transformation begins. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They are imagining what it would be like to hear your voice again, not to argue, not to explain, but simply to reconnect. They are picturing a moment of sincerity. A conversation without defenses. A smile without confusion. And here is the surprising truth. They no longer want to be right. They want to be real. That shift changes everything. This connection was never meant to remain unfinished. It was meant to evolve. The distance created clarity. The silence created growth. And now, growth is creating courage. You may feel a sudden sense of anticipation. A subtle confidence. A quiet knowing. That is alignment moving closer to expression. Because when two hearts begin to choose honesty over fear at the same time, the next step becomes inevitable. And the next step is nearer than you think. My child, a message is forming in their heart before it ever reaches their lips. There is a sentence they have rehearsed silently. A truth they have practiced admitting when no one else is around. And every time they imagine speaking to you again, their heart beats with a mixture of humility and hope. This is not a fleeting emotion. This is awakening. Don't skip this part, because what is unfolding now is delicate and powerful at the same time. They are realizing that the connection they share with you was not just chemistry. It was recognition. The kind of recognition that feels like coming home. The kind that does not fade simply because time passes. And here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation: they are no longer afraid of what they feel. Archangel Michael's gentle message carries this truth: when someone stops running from their own emotions, the universe begins arranging moments for clarity. They are thinking about timing. They are thinking about reaching out. They are thinking about what they would say first. Not out of impulse. Not out of loneliness. But out of sincerity. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There is a shift from silence to movement. From wondering to deciding. They understand now that genuine connections do not appear often in a lifetime. And losing one without trying again would leave a question mark in their story. You may not see it yet. You may not hear anything yet. But something inside them has already changed direction. They are preparing their heart to speak without ego. To listen without defense. To approach you without masks. And when intention becomes this clear, action follows naturally. The next chapter is not about chasing. It is about choosing. And they are getting closer to choosing you again. My child, the moment you have been sensing is closer than you realize. There is a shift from preparation to action happening within the heart that still carries your name. What was once a quiet reflection is now becoming a decision. And decisions born from clarity are powerful. They have reached a point where silence no longer feels strong. It feels incomplete. Don't skip this, because this is where the energy truly transforms. They are recognizing that waiting has only made their feelings clearer. That distance did not erase what they felt, it refined it. The noise is gone now. The confusion has settled. What remains is simple and undeniable. You matter to them. Archangel Michael shares this gentle insight. When someone finally understands the value of a connection, they stop asking, "What if?" and begin asking, "Why not?" Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They are no longer imagining a conversation, they are planning one. Not dramatic. Not overwhelming. Just honest. A message. A call. A moment of truth. And here is the surprising part. They are ready to take responsibility for their silence. They are ready to acknowledge what they could not before. That kind of maturity changes everything. This is not about returning to the past. It is about creating a new beginning with deeper awareness. You may feel a sudden calm today. A quiet anticipation. A gentle sense that something is aligning. That feeling is not accidental. When two hearts evolve separately but remain connected in spirit, reunion becomes a possibility built on strength, not emotion alone. They are stepping forward internally. And when the heart steps forward first, the outer world soon follows. The next move will not be forced. It will be intentional. And when it happens, it will feel natural, like something that was always meant to find its way back. My child, the silence between you is no longer empty, it is charged with intention. Something has shifted from quiet reflection to quiet momentum. The person connected to your heart is no longer just thinking about reaching out. They are feeling the pull to act. And this is where everything becomes real. There is a specific moment approaching, a simple, ordinary moment, that will carry extraordinary meaning. It may look small from the outside. A notification. A name appearing. A familiar voice. But inside that moment will be months of growth, understanding, and courage. Don't skip this, because you are standing at the edge of emotional change. They have replayed the past enough times to understand it. Now they are focused on the future. They are asking themselves one powerful question: what if this connection was never meant to fade, only to deepen? That question is changing their direction. Archangel Michael's gentle message is clear: when hearts mature at the same time, timing aligns without force. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Here is the surprising truth: they are no longer afraid of rejection. The fear that once held them back has softened into sincerity. They would rather try honestly than remain silent forever. That is strength. They are beginning to see you not as a chapter that closed, but as a story that paused. And pauses are not endings. They are spaces for growth. You may feel your intuition becoming stronger now. A sense that something is about to unfold. A quiet readiness inside your spirit. That readiness matters. Because when two hearts prepare themselves separately and then move toward each other intentionally, the connection becomes deeper than before. The next step will not feel rushed. It will feel right. And when it happens, you will understand why everything had to unfold exactly this way. My child, there is a heartbeat of destiny echoing softly between you right now. It is not loud. It is not dramatic. But it is undeniable. The person connected to your heart has reached a moment of truth. The inner debate is ending. The hesitation that once felt comfortable now feels heavy. And when hesitation becomes heavy, action begins to feel lighter. Don't skip this, because this is the turning of the tide. They have realized something that startled even them: your absence did not make them stronger. It made them aware. Aware of how rare your presence was. Aware of how deeply they felt understood by you. Aware that what they let drift away was not ordinary. And here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation: they are ready to risk vulnerability for something real. Archangel Michael shares this gentle message: when someone chooses vulnerability over comfort, that is when love transforms into courage. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There is a moment forming where silence will break naturally. Not through pressure. Not through impulse. But through readiness. They are aligning their words with their heart. They are preparing to speak without confusion. You may notice subtle signs around you, a sudden reminder of them, a song that feels familiar, a memory that surfaces at the exact right time. These are not random. They are reflections of alignment. Both of you have grown. Both of you have reflected. Both of you are standing at the edge of something new. This next step will not feel like going backward. It will feel like moving forward with deeper understanding. And when the message finally reaches you, when the distance finally softens into connection, you will realize something powerful. This was never about losing each other. It was about becoming ready for each other. My child, the energy between you has reached a point where silence can no longer hide the truth. What was once subtle is now undeniable. The person connected to your heart feels the shift just as strongly as you do. It is no longer just memory. It is momentum. There is a realization settling deeply inside them: you were never just a phase in their life. You were a mirror. A reflection of who they could become when they felt safe, understood, and fully seen. Don't skip this moment, because this is where everything crystallizes. They are beginning to accept something that changes the entire story: the connection with you was not about timing mistakes. It was about timing lessons. And those lessons have now been learned. This is the surprising revelation: they have stopped asking whether you still care. Instead, they are asking themselves whether they are brave enough to show that they do. That shift from doubt to courage is powerful. Archangel Michael's gentle message is clear: when two hearts carry the same quiet longing without speaking, the universe creates a bridge. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They are closer to reaching out than ever before. The words are forming. The hesitation is fading. The pride that once stood tall has softened into sincerity. You may feel an unexpected calm wash over you. A sense that something unfinished is about to find resolution. A quiet confidence that you are not forgotten. That feeling is alignment. This connection is no longer about confusion. It is about clarity. It is no longer about who was right. It is about who is ready. And readiness is powerful. The next moment will not be accidental. It will be intentional. And when it arrives, it will feel like destiny gently tapping on your door, not loudly, not urgently, but with undeniable purpose. My child, the moment you have been intuitively preparing for is no longer approaching, it is here. Everything that has been building in silence is ready to surface. The thoughts, the realizations, the courage, they have reached a point where they can no longer remain hidden behind distance. There is a message on its way to you. Not by coincidence. Not by impulse. But by clarity. Don't skip this, because this is the culmination of everything you have felt. The person connected to your heart has finally understood something life-changing. Losing you would mean losing a part of themselves that felt genuine. And they are no longer willing to let that go unanswered. This is the once-in-a-lifetime realization. They now see that what you shared was rare. Not perfect. Not without lessons. But rare. The kind of connection that reshapes perspective. The kind that does not disappear simply because time passes. Archangel Michael's gentle message is simple yet powerful: when awareness meets courage, destiny begins to move. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The silence that once protected both of you is about to transform into honesty. The distance that once felt permanent is about to feel purposeful. You were not separated to forget each other. You were separated to understand each other. And now, understanding is complete. You may soon experience a moment that feels ordinary on the surface: a name lighting up your screen, a familiar tone, a simple greeting. But inside that moment will be growth, humility, and intention. This is not about returning to who you were. It is about stepping into something stronger, clearer, and more aligned. The connection to your heart was never broken. It was becoming ready. And when the next chapter begins, you will realize that everything led to this exact point: a reunion built not on confusion, but on conscious choice. The door is opening gently. And this time, it is opening with certainty. My child, what happens next will feel small to the world but monumental to your heart. The shift you have sensed for so long is about to become visible. Not through dramatic gestures, not through overwhelming emotion, but through one sincere step that carries more weight than months of silence. They are ready. Ready to lower their guard. Ready to speak without pride. Ready to admit that the connection they tried to understand logically has always been emotional at its core. Don't skip this moment, because this is where truth finally meets action. The person connected to your heart has realized something that changed everything inside them. Peace without you was incomplete. They may have smiled. They may have moved forward. But something essential was always missing: the depth, the understanding, the calm they felt when you were near. This realization did not arrive suddenly. It grew quietly. It matured. It became undeniable. Archangel Michael's gentle message is clear: when a heart stops resisting what feels right, alignment accelerates. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Here is the surprising truth. They are no longer worried about how it will look. They are focused on how it will feel. And what they want to feel is authenticity with you again. This is not about rewriting the past. It is about honoring what still exists. You may notice your intuition becoming sharper now. A quiet excitement. A subtle readiness in your spirit. That readiness is not imagined. Both of you have changed. Both of you have grown. And now the connection stands on stronger ground than before. The next interaction will carry a different energy, calmer, clearer, more intentional. You will sense it immediately. Because this time, it will not be based on uncertainty. It will be based on choice. And when two hearts consciously choose each other after growth, that is when something truly meaningful begins. My child, this is the chapter where everything you question begins to make sense. The waiting was not empty. The silence was not wasted. The distance was not the end. It was preparation. Right now, the person connected to your heart is standing at the edge of a decision that will change both of you. Not because it is dramatic. Not because it is forced. But because it is sincere. They have reached emotional clarity. And clarity is powerful. Don't skip this moment, because this is the realization that reshapes the entire story. They understand now that what they felt with you was not temporary emotion. It was resonance. A rare alignment that does not appear often in a lifetime. And once someone truly recognizes resonance, they cannot unfeel it. Archangel Michael's gentle message carries this truth: when two hearts awaken to the same understanding, timing stops resisting and starts cooperating. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Here is the surprising revelation: they are not just thinking about reconnecting. They are thinking about protecting the connection this time. Nurturing it. Handling it with maturity. Approaching it with honesty instead of assumption. That shift changes everything. You were never forgotten. You were never replaced. You were remembered in quiet moments when no one else was watching. And now those quiet moments are turning into intentional movement. You may soon feel it, a shift in the atmosphere, a message that feels different, a tone that carries sincerity instead of uncertainty. This is not about going back. This is about stepping forward together, with growth on both sides. The connection to your heart was never random. It was meaningful from the beginning. And now, as this new chapter prepares to unfold, you will realize something extraordinary. This reunion is not happening by chance. It is happening because both of you are finally ready. My child, the final barrier between you is not distance anymore, it is timing, and timing is shifting. There is a quiet alignment happening beneath the surface of your lives. Conversations around them feel different now. Decisions they once delayed are becoming clearer. Priorities are rearranging themselves in ways they did not expect. And at the center of those changes is you. Don't skip this, because this is the moment where realization becomes destiny in motion. They have reached a powerful understanding. The connection they feel with you is not something they can recreate elsewhere. It carries history, growth, vulnerability, and truth. It carries depth. And here is the shocking yet beautiful revelation: they are no longer asking if you will accept them back. They are asking if they are ready to show up fully this time. That is transformation. Archangel Michael's gentle message speaks clearly now. When someone chooses to return with maturity instead of nostalgia, the foundation becomes stronger than before. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The energy between you is no longer uncertain. It is intentional. You may sense it in subtle ways: a wave of calm, a sudden memory that feels peaceful instead of painful, a quiet confidence rising within you. That confidence is not accidental. Both of you have grown into the version of yourselves that this connection always needed. And when the next step happens, when the silence finally turns into words, it will not feel rushed or dramatic. It will feel right. You will recognize it immediately. Because this time, it will not be based on confusion, longing, or unfinished emotion. It will be based on conscious choice. And when two hearts consciously choose each other after growth, that is not just reunion. That is alignment fulfilled. My child, this is the breath before the breakthrough. Everything has been building toward this exact emotional crossing point. The growth. The reflection. The quiet realizations. They were not random chapters. They were preparation for alignment. Right now, the person connected to your heart feels the same invisible pull you feel. It is no longer subtle. It is steady. It is clear. They know. They know that what they share with you is rare. They know that walking away did not erase the connection. It refined it. It revealed its depth. It exposed its value. Don't skip this moment, because this is where intention becomes movement. They are no longer hesitating in private. They are no longer convincing themselves to wait. Something inside them has settled with certainty: you are not a memory. You are a choice. And here is the surprising revelation that changes everything: they are ready to show up without masks. Archangel Michael's gentle message carries this truth: when someone returns with humility instead of pride, the energy of the connection transforms completely. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The next step will not feel chaotic. It will feel grounded, calm, honest. It will carry a tone that is different from before, softer, deeper, more aware. You may feel a sense of emotional balance now. A steady confidence replacing old doubts. A quiet knowing that something meaningful is unfolding. That knowing is alignment. This reunion, this reconnection, this next chapter, it is not about repeating the past. It is about honoring the growth that happened in separation. Two hearts that evolve separately and then choose each other again do not meet by accident. They meet by readiness. And readiness is here. My child, this is the moment where the story turns from possibility into reality. All the silent growth, all the unseen alignment, all the quiet emotional shifts have led here. Not to a dramatic explosion of feeling, but to a steady, undeniable truth. They are choosing you. Not because they are lonely. Not because they are confused. But because they are clear. Don't skip this, because this is the fulfillment of everything that has been building behind the scenes. The person connected to your heart has finally understood that what they feel is not temporary emotion. It is recognition. The kind that feels like meeting someone who understands your soul without explanation. And here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation: they no longer see you as someone from their past. They see you as someone in their future. That shift changes the entire direction of their heart. Archangel Michael's gentle message is simple: when clarity replaces hesitation, destiny no longer waits. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The next communication, the next step, the next shared moment will carry a different energy. It will feel intentional. It will feel grounded. It will feel like two people meeting again with deeper awareness. You may notice that you are calmer now. Stronger. Less anxious. More certain. That certainty is alignment confirming itself. This connection was never meant to disappear. It was meant to mature. To grow beyond uncertainty. To return with strength instead of confusion. And now, both of you stand at the same emotional level, ready. When the door opens this time, it will not swing with chaos. It will open gently. With understanding. With courage. With choice. And you will realize that everything, every pause, every lesson, every quiet night, led to this powerful beginning.